Hello folks, Simulation for the Nation here. Hope you're doing very well. You join me today. It's the Thursday recap on the mega farm here. Something that may be replaced in the distant future. The Daddy server is not going anywhere, but there might be a few changes as to what is going to be coming on a Thursday. At the moment, that's all I'm going to be able to say, as I try and figure out a few things on the back end and see what we can make work. But for right now, we are on the Daddy server, and we are currently just putting some straw down for the cattle before we start to muck them out. Yes, I know it's the wrong way around there, but they've been in need of it for a while, and I just wanted to get things ticking along here. As you'll see, bring up the animals there. They're in desperate need of straw, and I just want to get this done, because then I don't have to worry about it anymore. The rest of the animals are looking good, all well and healthy. The sheep are producing lambs and wool at an alarmingly high rate right now. We're looking really good. 418 sheep currently at Chellington here, with 125 up at Valley View as well. But 220, sorry, at Ravenwood. Look at the right icon there, but that's pretty good nonetheless. Right now, we're burning into our straw. We're in the middle of spring. We've got a little bit of straw left up at Whitehall. We've got a little bit left here, but not much. But we are kind of getting through the sheds, which is good. Don't get me wrong, it's a great thing that we're using up what we have. Really is good to see that. Now, what we should see is when we may use all this here. If we do, we do. I think we're going to. But yeah, that's all going to go in. The cattle are looking healthy. Today, we're going to be shifting a little bit of muck. We're going to go and get my Fendt from up at the Valley View. I'm going to cart a little bit of muck out of here away up to the BGA there, actually. We finished our first cut silage. The pit up at the BGA is full. There's a little bit in the pit at Valley View as well there, so we're not quite ready to seal that one over. But yeah, we're really coming along, showing some real good progress this spring. Everything is planted, which I didn't think we'd be able to say at this time of spring, but we are all good, which is fantastic to see. We've even bought a new field 20, which we're going to be looking to crack on with. We're looking all very good indeed. So we had a few issues on the server that we've got over, but yeah, we're looking all pretty good here for right now. But yeah, as you can see, everything that needs to be planted is planted. These are all grass up here. This is our new field that we've bought as well. We also picked up field 15, 23 and 24 this spring. So I mean, if I do this, look at that now. We've only got a few fields left until we've fully acquired everything that we can up in the north. In the south, they've been doing a great job as well. They really are expanding. Kind of got this elephant trunk here, or a whale's tail, a whale's flipper. That's, I guess that is. So yeah, that's good, pretty good to see. Really am liking to see the progress there. Now what I need to do is pull this back around. Great thing about this rubber is the straw trigger is not enabled until you move the chute right around to where it needs to be, which I kind of really like. That's great to see. But yeah, we're just going to back this out. We're going to get this parked up in the yard here again. It'll be ready for feeding up. Probably maybe get a little bit more in tonight. Certainly might look just to get the feeder ready to go, because there'll be because of the number of cattle we have here, we're pretty much going through an entire feeder for every sit-in. So yeah, there's a lot to do. Excuse me, cow. Just gonna knock you over there. Apologies. And we'll get ourselves away. So I hope you're doing very well. Now, yesterday you would have seen the very first of the new mod previews from SMI Modding. A great new venture that I'm working with those folks on, so that's delighted to see. A phenomenal mod. It really is. Make sure you go and check out the plow in question there, because that is absolutely sensational. Very much worth a download, but it is released to the mod hub. We're just going to shift this over here. You'll see our hay and straw is a little depleted in here now. There's more hay than you think, because we're getting rid of the last of the small bales. We actually bought those bales in when we started, can you believe? Because we've always had a Heston baler, so the aim is that we're going to try and use those up first. Now if we look at our sheep, they're doing all right for hay at the moment there, so we don't need to look into that one. But yeah, eventually we'll get that all cleared out, so we'll be really kind of down through the bare bones of this shed here. But we're looking all right for now, like I say. That we've got a little of the hay left up at the at Whitehall as well, and we're going to be making a lot of hay coming up, so we'll really be able to kind of get clicking along there, which will be good to see. Really will hope that, well, we've got all the silage ground's been cleared. We've got muck put back down there as well, and we're ready to go, which is fantastic. What we're going to do now, though, is just bring back the Fendt, which is up at Valley View, waiting for me. So let's just go and have a look up there and see what's going on. I think see how we're looking, make sure everything is ticking along nicely. Yeah, at the moment we've got a few new additions to the tractor shed. We have a new member here who is kind of ready for his new tractor there, so we picked up a new Massey. We've also got a brand new cultivator set over here, which is pretty cool. This is a horse pack here. It looks rather nice there. So you got, this is about 6 meters. It's a chisel, effectively a chisel plow with a press on the back there. Works very, very well indeed. Covers about 6 meters in the past there, so we're really cracking along. Here is the stable minus the fence. So we've got a lot of fence in here. We've got a Deutz, we've obviously got the 8RX as well, 7R. And this is the new tractor. This is our Drew's new tractor, a 7720S Massey Ferguson. And frankly, beautiful, absolutely beautiful there. I have no disagreements about purchasing that one, that is for sure. It's really is a nice tractor there. Typically what we do is any new member who arrives on the server, they use especially for farm 1, they'll use the fleet tractor for the first couple of weeks, see how we get on there, and then we'll find the right tractor for them as well, see what we can do. Up at Valley View here, there's another John Deere up here with the feeder on. Let's have a look what the cattle are doing up here. They're looking pretty good indeed. Not all too bad. They'll hang on for a little bit. Again, similar story though. Hay and straw is coming down. Not too much of it. Something is on. It's the Massey. Okay. What we might do then is... both the telehandlers were on when I came onto the server. Sometimes the server plays a mean little trick on you, or it'll just turn the engines on and keep them running over there. Terrible for the efficiency of them. But what we're going to do is just kind of fill this up a little bit more, just like that. There you go. Back. Believe my fence is just around the corner, in which case if it is, we'll just finish clearing this lot out first. And around we go. Yeah, we've got the mowers in here, we've got the chopper in there as well. Silage trailers are all parked up because we were busy in here. We've got a little bit more grass parked in there. It's not too much, like I say, but you know, it's we'll get another little bit of a second cut just to fill that one up, and then we'll get it all sealed up there. And then that really, we've got this pit which has got current grass silage in. We've got one pit at the BGA there, which is going to be for selling. We'll get this one as full as possible, and then we should be laughing. So we'll see how that goes. Here is the beast. Here is my 936 Profi Power we're going to jump into, because we're just going to do a few runs at the moment. Like I say, we're in that period of spring where we've got mostly everything done. All the important things, jobs have been done. The first cut silage is in the books there. The crops have all been taken care of. Spring drilling is done. Fertilizer is done. We're on top of any of the herbicide application that we need to do as well. So we're looking pretty good. So now we just got to kind of make the most of the time that we have, do a few little odd jobs, because soon, as we're in day 6 of spring now, we have a 9-day season there. In day 1 of summer, we're going to have a lot of harvesting ready to roll there. So we need to be fit and ready to kick that one when it comes our way, for sure. So what we'll do with this guy, I think, is just swing it into about here. I think we'll just open up that gate as well, just to make this a little bit easier. And we'll get this all filled up here nice quickly. We're on a bit of a muck cart today. What's not to like about that? There you go, that'll do it. There's not much in here either, so we'll make this work. Now, like I said, we're a 3 telehandler farm now. The Massey is a lovely little tractor loader for around here. But when you get it onto the BGA, it's a bit small. It becomes a little bit too light. So we want something a bit more substantial. Hence the reason why we got we went with the 420 TM, which does a great job actually. It really does. But there's not too much here. As you can see, the muck fork's getting the right pacing up here. There you go. This Massey does start to get some hours on it. 26 hours on the clock here. We traded in a plow the other day for the new cultivator combination that we have. It had 28 hours on it, just a plow. The other one that we have that we've kept there, we've got a Lemken 6-furrow, and we've got an 8-furrow Kverneland. The Lemken has 40 something hours on there, which is epic. It really, really is. We've got so many good long-standing bits of equipment here that we've used across the board, and I love it. I think it's just a really good sign. There you go. So what we'll do is we'll just sling this around this corner here. This is why you like this telehandler for Valley View, because it's just so agile. Does everything you need. Okay, and then we'll push this back into here. This shed again is a shed that we really want to see filled up with straw pretty quickly. We are now that we have large animal numbers there, we are really seeing an increase in our hay, well, our straw and our TMR rations. They really are increasing at quite an alarming rate there, but it's okay because we do make an awful lot. We acquired we also picked up a new field just this morning, actually. Field 14, as you look at it, is this field here. It's a wheat field here, so we're not putting anything onto it there. We've just acquired it, and we're gonna get a crop of wheat straight off it, I think, as well there. So and of course the straw, so we'll be doing well there, which is good. Always like to see that. And what I'm gonna do, if I can get around this here tight corner in this beastly big setup, is we're just going to go and wing over to Valley View, to Ravenwood, beg your pardon, drop this half a load off here, then go down to Chellington Valley, have another look at what's going on down there, and then we'll see. This year, we don't have any maize in the ground because we've got an entirely full pit at Chellington Valley, so we've substituted maize ground with, we've got a lot more oats, big field of oilseed right there, field number 1, of course. We've got a lot of we've also got a lot of oats, wheat, barley in the ground. Field grass as well is still a very common crop for us because it's a very profitable crop in our eyes, so we do really, really well with that. So yeah, that's kind of what we're running with at the moment there. But yeah, hopefully going to see a good cash crop coming in this year. And then next year we may well have to put a little bit more maize in the ground just to see how we're getting on. We did bring in some beet this year as well, just to replenish our stocks there. So we've got probably, I think it's about, is it a 10-acre field maybe? About that of sugar beet in the ground there, so that should keep the TMR going strong. There is our TM, and there's our beastie truck, which would suggest to me that the animals are being shifted around there again, which is always good. We're making sure that we continue to bring up all of the required male lambs up to Ravenwood here. All the lambs come up here actually, to be fair to them. Especially a lot of the any of the ewe lambs come up here as well. They'll stay up here for a little while before we then take them back down to Chellington Valley. But then all of the top lambs come up here as well, and then they are sold off. But we're also getting very close to being able to sell off some of our beef cattle as well. Our bull calves are really coming along. If we look at Valley View here, we've got 125 of them. Right now we're at about 1,400 pounds in weight, nearly 15. So in a couple of days, they might be all of these guys here, which are the higher end. They may well be about ready to go, you know, so we'll have to see what that looks like. This field here, this little grass pasture, we'll probably look to get this all taken down as hay again. I think we got quite a decent crop of bales of hay off it last time round. Obviously we lost a little bit more ground because of the BGA there, but it's a worthy addition. Okay, so we'll keep on clicking around the corner here. And then back down. We've got 23 hours nearly on the clock here at the Fent already, which is quite good. We've only gone through one drilling season. A lot of ploughing under the belt there. I spent this morning actually, well, the early hours of this morning in game, I spent about an hour servicing up the drills, cleaning them down, painting them again. We increased the working width of the Vardestad as well, so we now have an 8-meter Vardestad drill, which is a bit better mainly because of the capacity that we need from it, the output that we need. But also as well, the horsepower that's pulling it, we can really afford to pull a bigger drill without spending money on going up to one of these huge S-eaters, one of the Coons or the Cavernlins. This will be a nice size for us. So yeah, we took that gamble. It's a gamble that I think is paying off for us. But here's our oilseed rape field. It's looking resplendent. I'm really hoping for good things from that. That's going to be could be a very valuable crop for us this year around, and we're really hoping that is the case. But yeah, otherwise everything else is going well. It looks like we can nearly get a little bit more muck on there actually. I wonder, we'll get back to the yard there, we'll have a quick look at some of our fields. I often quite like to do a bit of a drive around just to kind of see what's going on with the other yards really, to see how our fields are looking and see what the next step is. As you can see, we're currently sitting at around £630,000 still. So we're in a great position to do whatever we want really. We've been slowly acquiring more fields. We've acquired a few more bits of machinery as we've already run through there. But yeah, this season we bought 4 new plots of land, which is great. We picked up a new tractor, a new cultivator train, as well as increasing our livestock herd as well. So it's been a phenomenal year, and we're still in a great place to do something else if we need to. We can twist if we need to twist, so that's really good. But for right now, like I say, we'll come down. The milk's probably ticking along there nicely as well there. We'll look to get that sold off soon. And when I say ticking along nicely, Excuse me. 14,000 liters, is that right? Let's see. Yes, it is. Good. All right. Now we can actually take, we've got 2 tankers now. We upgraded one of them this year as well. Between our 2 tankers, we can take about 60,000 liters of milk in a hit there. So we can afford to kind of let that stack up a little bit more, which I think we will do. All right then. So I just had a little check as well. By the time this video comes live, which will be on Thursday, the server will have just crossed over 1,000 game time, playtime hours, which is frankly unbelievable. I'm very, very impressed with that. We've put a lot of time and effort. We're in year 3 right now of the server. This is harvest season number 3 at least. And yeah, just absolutely incredible effort from everybody. To be honest, I speak for myself, but I think I can speak for the rest of the folks on the server here. I don't see us giving up anytime soon there. So that's really, really good. So hopefully all being well, that we will continue. If you'd like to get involved, I know we're in need of a driver in farm 2. Do let me know. All you need to do is be a channel member, and we can get you on board there as well. And if you are currently a channel member and you haven't been on for a while, come and jump on. Farm 2 need your help at the moment, so we are always looking, and we'll see what we can do. But otherwise, yeah, everything else is going well. We have another private server as well, which is available for members only. It is not something that we stream or anything like that. It's specifically just for members, run by members. Which is really cool actually. Moments, some great ideas on there. So a nice little bit of fun. It kind of works against this, so it means that whenever there's quiet seasons on Chellington Valley, there's something to do elsewhere, which is pretty cool. But like I say, hopefully all being well, you may be hearing of something that we can get up to soon on with the young farmer. So watch the space for that one, because it could be pretty cool. I'm having an idea of how we can bring the young farmer back and what that looks like and what it entails. So that might be a neat little thing to see. And yeah, just kind of curious as to how that's all going to piece together at the moment. Yeah, that's pretty much everything that we are working on right now. Ooh, get around there. There we go. Why the cows? I wish the cows would just stay out of the way. That would be a nice feature for the next FS whenever that arrives. Clear up all the mess I'm making here. Alright then, there we go. I think that's pretty much going to do it. Alright, let's get this piece just moved out the way here. I'm sure what we'll do is we'll be back for a couple more loads. Maybe not straight away now, but yeah, we'll get this all cleaned up. What's the probably left in there? 1, 2 more trailer loads maybe? And then nearly tipped over the telehandler. Okie dokie. Leave that about there. What I think we'll do. What's my fuel looking like? Fine. We're gonna go for a little bit of a sneaky drive. We're going to do a bit of a spy on farm 2 before we head all the way up to the north of the map there, because why not? Let's have a peer over the fence and see what the rivals are doing. I mean, what the neighbors are doing. And we'll have a look-see in there. They've been working really hard. They're really transforming their farms at the moment now, which is good. As you can see, they bought a lot of land recently. So let's go and see what that looks like. And then, yeah, let's see. They've got a really large number of sheep or cattle, sorry, I know that. But there is a little bit of a change. That we made to one of their farmsteadings, just to allow them to be able to have a little bit more storage space really. That is down at the Old Oak farm, which we might not get all the way down to there, but yeah, it's pretty cool. What we are going to do though is just swing on into Autumnwood, see what's happening up there, and then we'll have a bit of a drive down. There's a lot of equipment down at Lockdown Farm, which I'm curious to see what that is, and also a lot more down at Clark's farm as well. So let's go and have a peek down there. I need to start looking at the PDA and actually drive properly. That might help him. That's never a bad thing to do. Yeah, a lot of lime on the fields there as well. That grass patch has always interested me. I don't know why that's there. So yeah, let's have a little look at Lockdown Farm, shall we? Spin out this way. There you go. And all right then. So there are a lot of case tractors over this way I've been reliably informed. So it does seem like they've gone all red. We've got a beautiful 175. I must say, I'm not against it at all. It's a cracking little tractor. It's now a fleet tractor there actually, but yeah, it's a beautiful machine. Really is quite nice. So yeah, I can certainly see why they've gone that way. But what we'll do, yeah, we'll have a little peek up here, shall we? Speaking of a case, broken down. That's the only reason it can be there in the hedge with the flashes on. It has broken down. Let's have a quick stop here rather than me going all the way up there. This is one of their main cattle yards here. So they have the two. They've got this one here, and of course they're over at Old Oak Farm as well as the front there. They swapped out to a Class Jaguar Forager, which is a pretty nice thing actually. Yeah, it's not bad at all, is it? Really good looking. A lot of trailers there. A big operation here. Look at that. 1 pit, 2 pit, 3 pits, 4 over there as well. Good heavens. Silage for days. Keenan. So as it would turn out, that is our tractor. We must have been down here helping. I know that we were going to possibly do a little bit of contracting work for them because they were a bit short on drivers. So maybe that's why that's there. I don't know. Figure that one out. Ah, the things you know when you go for a drive. Things you find out, I think is probably fair to say. Anyway, onwards. Alright, so onwards we go. We're going to have a quick swing into Lockdown Farm as well whilst we're here. And then we'll get our way on up to back up to the BJ and get some actual work done here, really, I guess. As much as it is nice to have a stare around at all the other farms, this muck's not going to shift itself, so we should probably get on with that. But anyway, we're just going to swing in here, and then we'll take the first left. And then we go. I forgot. It's a little bit. I'm going to get a little bit disoriented because it's. They felled the forest here. They have replanted it, but they felled it, and it's yeah, it looks completely different actually. I haven't been down here since they did that. All of this went. I don't know how many trees were here, but they must have felled an awful lot of trees. Very impressive. And that side as well, actually. Yeah, go figure. Great job. Looks really does change the landscape, actually, doesn't it? That's something. Let's swing into here. It must have taken them forever to do. What can I see? Mikhail, there's some mowers. Not much here, actually. Another drill. An empty silage pit. Abandoned TM. Heston Baylor. Trailer just looks like it's on there, up there on its own. Interesting. I actually am quite impressed with how that forest land looks now. Now that it's been cleared out, but it's even better to see that they've replanted it as well, so they can get on with when that fully grows. At least get another forestry harvest in there, which is pretty cool. But we're going to go and tip this up at farm number 1's BGA right now, and then we will probably call it quits there for the evening, and we'll get on with some other work elsewhere. But until then, I hope you have enjoyed that. We will be coming back with a couple of live streams this weekend coming there, so we will keep an eye on the social media for where that will be posted and what time, etc. But until next time, though, I hope you have enjoyed. I have been Simulation for the Nation. If you haven't, you've yet to do so, don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe to Simulation for the Nation as always, and we will see you in the next one. Catch you later.